Peter, hi. City of Adelaide has now reached Australia. How do you feel about this?
Well, she's out of Scotland. She's away from Irvine. Her fate, if she was still in Scotland, would have been the Breakers Ball. She would have been broken up by now, and so we've got to remain, as I am. I'm positive and optimistic that the ship has only ever made return journeys to Port Adelaide. She's in Adelaide now. She arrived a couple of days ago, I think, hopefully in one piece, and so she's halfway home to Sunderland. Hopefully she's going to be guarded well in Port Adelaide. A week or two ago it was the hottest place on earth, the hottest city on earth, which is exactly the exact wrong kind of environment to preserve a 150-year-old this year. Fragile wooden vessel. As you can see here in Sunderland today, the conditions are a little bit different. I wouldn't say that this is the coldest place on earth. It's a bit chilly, as it always is. We're not far from the sea here. The metal, everywhere you touch, there is like a film of salt, and this is what preserves ships. Ships like this kind of environment. So, although the ship's in Adelaide, and we may have to wait, or not wait, actively work at advancing our plan to recover the clipper. We might have to wait half a year. I still remain very confident that we will recover the ship to where she was built, not more than 100 yards from this site, on this beautiful riverside.
I see there's quite a lot of activity on the river today, Peter. Would you like to describe something about the activity and the river?
It would be great if there was a lot more activity on the river, but it's always wonderful to see cranes working and ships berthing. To be fair to the Port of Sunderland, they have increased their tonnage and activity on the river, which is wonderful to see. It's always exciting to come down here and look out upon this wonderful undredged river. But when we get the Adelaide back, we'll have a dredger working up and down here as well. But it may be a year.
Was this one of the sites that you were interested in placing the City of Adelaide, Peter, when she comes back?
One of the wonderful things about returning the ship back to Sunderland is not just because of the very great prospects of a long-term sustainable future here, which is imperative for the survival of the ship, but this little riverway twists and turns, and on every little turn and every little bend there is a potential site. And as the actual site of the build of the ship at the Great William Piles Yard is only about 200 yards away from this National Glass Centre where we're standing now, that would be my preferred site. It's on the sunny side of the river, that is the north side, and it's William Piles' side. And we have this quite architecturally interesting, I like it, National Glass Centre situated here. So we would have a perfect location for the site very close to here.
Peter, in a sentence, what would you say to the new owners and the South Australian people regarding the City of Adelaide?
I would say that the City of Adelaide is a British ship. She's a British Merchant Navy ship, and legally she doesn't belong to anybody yet. She's a British ship.
And the journey is only half completed?
Yeah, the journey is half completed. I wasn't able to get a berth on the Palampa to escort the ship out to Port Adelaide. To be honest with you, I wasn't interested. But what I am interested in is getting a berth on the ship that's going to take her back from Port Adelaide to Sunderland. That's the berth I want.
Thank you, Peter.